Hi, Dr. Greg Gillum, CEO of Human Fusion. Welcome to part 2 and the final video on the article Where Companies Go Wrong with Learning and Development. Now, in the first video, we looked at the indictment on L&D function, the indictment on our training efforts, where it's gone wrong. So in the second part here, let's look at what needs to change, perhaps. According to Wired co-founder Kevin Kelly, he says, get good at beginner mode, ask dumb questions, make stupid mistakes, and teach others everything you learn. That's the new normal, right? And so this article now switches to focus exclusively on what's called lean learning. And of course, this comes from sort of an offshoot of Toyota's manufacturing concept, lean manufacturing. It stresses using effort only when it's needed, improving outcomes, and eliminating waste. All right, so let's talk about lean learning. What is that all about? Learning the core, okay, so only what you need to learn, applying it to real-world situations immediately, receiving immediate feedback, and then refining your understanding, and then repeating the cycle. So that's the core of lean learning. How do we apply lean learning? Well, the first thing is the first idea here is to think 80-20. He talks about Tim Ferriss's idea of identifying the minimum learnable unit and applying the Pareto principle. So for instance, if you're trying to learn a new language, focus on the 20% of words that are used 80% of the time, and then just apply what you're learning there to actual conversations with people who speak that language, and you'll learn a new language very, very quickly, at least enough to get by for sure. All right, second idea, apply learning to real-world situations. So ensure that your learners can actually apply the methodology that you're training on internally. And the real key here is for them to bring their real-world situations that they're facing to the learning itself, whatever it might be. Number 3, leverage guided learning. So think screen pop-ups as you go type of support, context sensitive, personalized learning. They don't really give good ideas here about how you do that. They're just kind of introducing the concept. This is easier said than done, I'm sure. Personalized content. So with today's technologies, we can adapt lessons based on employee performance, tailoring content to every single employee's needs, their different learning styles, delivery methodologies, all kinds of different ways to tailor specificity into the learning process. Next idea is to provide ongoing support. So using instant messaging or using voicemails or using chat bots, or what I have seen in the company that I'm training in here is we use different trainers. So we do use coaches. They tend to, we have them teach the same information or a little bit different, but it's a different person training, and that has really been very interesting. Activate peer learning. So when your employees want to learn a new skill, this article says they don't go to Google or they don't go to your learning management system. They actually ask a colleague 55% of the time. So maybe you establish an online space where skill sets are listed and people can pick and choose a peer to train them on, or have peer learning workshops where that's solely the idea. Connecting employees with a specific, who can teach a specific skill set with employees who actually want to learn that skill set. And so you're kind of pairing them up. And then maybe even going further and incentivizing them by incorporating those types of things into their performance reviews. Last idea is offering micro courses, so very short, bite-sized learning opportunities. So maybe have a menu of things that you can offer, maybe an hour long or so, on topics of relevance to an employee's immediate challenges. All right, so the bottom line here is that we need to move from just training courses to measuring business outcomes, okay? Checking a box to business outcomes. Are we actually moving the needle? Lean learning is all about learning the right thing at the right time for the right reasons and retaining what you're learning. And as Eric Ries says, the author of The Lean Startup, the only way to win is to learn faster than anybody else. And that's never been truer than it is today. If you like management-related videos like this, please subscribe to Human Fusion, and we'll keep you up to date on all the latest trends that are affecting you as a manager and your management practice.